White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs about the Democrats' midterm elections chances. Gibbs saying Democrats could lose their majority in the House come November.
I think people are going to have a choice to make in the fall, but I think there's no doubt there are enough seats in play that could cause Republicans to gain control. There's no doubt about that.
Well, Speaker Pelosi is said to be furious, slamming Gibbs' remarks in a closed-door Democratic caucus meeting late yesterday. Major Garrett knows all about this story. He's live at the White House with more. What is her chief complaint here, Major, and how does it complicate the political campaign ahead?
Well, the chief complaint from the Speaker is that when the White House, through Robert Gibbs, the most visible spokesman for the White House, says, hey, you know what, Democrats could lose their majority, that creates a sense of palpable panic among House Democratic members. It makes donors to the Democratic House candidates uneasy. It makes strategists nervous about their prospects. Did House Democrats know already this was a tough midterm election cycle? Of course they did. But when the White House says the opposition party could take control, that creates a whole new psychological dynamic. One, the Speaker says, is injurious to her sense of teamwork, donors continuing to fund those who are running on the Democratic side for House re-election races or to challenge sitting Republicans. It just complicates the entire matrix of politics. And on the policy side, the Speaker knows there's a little bit of agenda left for the White House before those midterm elections. And if House Democrats, the rank and file members, feel even more vulnerable or anxious about their political future, they're less likely to take the kind of tough votes the White House needs to get its agenda pushed through. So on both levels, the Speaker said this is unwelcome. It complicates her task. And as she said in this closed-door meeting last night, what, after all, does Robert Gibbs know about the dynamics in each of our House district races? They really don't believe, that is to say the Speaker and the House Democratic leadership, this is terrain that Robert Gibbs and the White House should trot upon.
There has generally been a unified front from Democrats in Washington. Is this the first time that the Speaker and the White House have found themselves sort of at odds?
Well, this is the fascinating part of the story, John, because if there's been any sort of division or friction between Democrats during the Obama presidency, it's been between House Democrats and Senate Democrats, never between House Democrats and the White House. And the reason for that is House Democrats say with some degree of accuracy, look, we've taken a lot of hard votes. We've passed everything the White House has wanted to see passed. It's gotten bogged down in the Senate for all sorts of procedural and political reasons. So the House Democrats believe they have been the supreme loyalist to this White House. So they've never really clashed with the president before. But for the Speaker now to be this upset within the confines of a private conversation with Democratic members signals that the political heat of this midterm election is getting to all sides and for the first time creating a bit of a breach between House Democrats and the White House, something we haven't seen before.
Fascinating stuff. Major Garrett, thank you. Nobody's better at covering the White House than Major. If you want to read more, check out